I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.
Welcome, Cornhusker Nation, as we're back here for week number 4 as we take on an FCS Midwest squad here today. As the Cornhuskers currently right now for the season, they're 3-0 after a nice win over their first Big Ten game against Wisconsin in the last episode. Today we're back home as we're playing our final non-conference game of the season. Back here at Memorial, and we're taking on the FCS Midwest team as we're seeing if we can, of course, defeat them here. This should be a pretty simple game, but of course anything is possible as the Cornhuskers going to go ahead and take on the FCS Midwest Rebels here today as we'll take a look at your top 25 going into week 4. And of course, we are not on this list whatsoever, not just yet. As you see, a couple teams have made some changes. Clemson dropped down from 11 to 18. A couple teams moved some places. Missouri got knocked off as they picked up a loss last week. They're now, we're ranked 23rd and now off the top 25 there, which as a Nebraska fan, I'm very happy to see that. I think next season, Missouri might be a team that we'll have to put on our... I want to play some of the classic rivalries like Oklahoma, Colorado, those type of teams next season. I think that might be on our list for some non-conference games as we can move and change the list next season. But this was a game already scheduled here in the game as we see the Heisman list here. That's what the Heisman looks right now going into the 4th week of the season. We play Oregon next week. We'll see Hughes in that game. And, of course, we're going to be this is kind of a warm-up to that here, as we'll see what we can do here against this team. Of course, honestly, this is probably going to be a blowout here. They're a low-rated team. But, of course, we can't overlook them because now they've made these FCS schools actually become, kind of legit in some ways here. I only hope in the future that we actually get some of those. Actually, I'm hoping we can play on the FCS level at some point here in college football. They've been kind of, hinting about that here, especially when they were building up, building towards last year's game. About a year before it was released, they were kind of saying that in the future we could see a DLC of some sort with some FCS schools there that we could play as like they did in the past. I mean, I know some of the past games they've actually brought some of those FCS schools there, and they're actually fun to play on that level. And hopefully you can have a career mode as well as a Dynasty with those popular FCS schools. But as we take a look here, we'll see that we're pretty much running the ball here, and we're not gonna we're gonna take this seriously, but at the same time, this could easily go into blowout territory against these Rebels. As we'll see a pass here by Raiola as he throws that one there. Raiola, nice pass as he gets that one to Barney for the first down. 1st and 10 coming up as he'll drop back here. Of course, last week he had 4 interceptions in that game against Wisconsin. Of course, he had 3 touchdowns through the air as well. But yeah, we'll try to see if we can, of course, put that behind us here, and of course try to find our way into the end zone as many times as we possibly can. 1st and 10, handoff to Ivies, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they did a great job on that drive, moving down the field. And that'll be Ivy's first rushing touchdown of the day as it released the balloons here for the first touchdown of the day. Cornhuskers put 6 on the board here. They lead it now 7-0. We'll see what FCS can do here, as we'll see a quick pass. That's going to be caught, and a nice catch there as they get that one to Meadows. As we'll see now, Dilworth here, the quarterback, going to take off. He's going to get all the way down to the 50-yard line as he gets about a gain of almost 25 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Rebels as they're trying to, of course, see if they can knock off one of the Power 5 schools here. Games like this is usually a scholarship game where we're kind of helping their school out here is by them bringing their best of their best against our best, and of course obviously they'll get a nice chunk of money helping their program and of course their school out as well. Of course, we've seen upsets before when that happens, especially a team like App State going in there and causing blocking a field goal and causing havoc to Michigan, which gets them to the point where they start building up a nice program to the point where they can be on the same level here in Division I, FBS level. And of course, we have them now in the games here now. If you guys want to definitely check out the Appalachian State, I do have a series, which is a Road to Glory series there on the 2nd channel. Definitely go check it out with PJ Shiloh. It's a fun series, and we're about to wrap up season 2 in that. And we see a nice stop there as we're just doing a great job here to end that quick 3 and out there on the offense of the Rebels. As we'll see a pass there, that's going to be the floor. Actually, Raiola is going to get hit there. It's going to be an incomplete pass. We'll see what he can do here on this 3rd and 10 as he drops back here deep. That's going to be not caught by Markway. As FCS Midwest doing a good job here putting some tackles on us and get some pretty good hits. As now we'll see their halfback here. He'll run this one for a short carry as he'll get a few yards on that one there. We'll see what they can do here on this 3rd down, on this 2nd and 6. A quick screen pass or quick RPO there. That is going to go to Ruth. As we'll see now, a 3rd and 5. Pass up the middle there. That's going to be caught as Tryon gets the catch. There's a flag on the play here, and looks like it's going to be against Nebraska. And they're going to say roughing the passer there on Dilworth. And that'll be a roughing the passer there on Judy. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. Put them in there at the 45 or 43-yard line of the Cornhuskers. And just playing a little too rough out there, fellas. I want those big hits. I want those nice hits there. But at the same time, we got to play within the rules of the game. As we, of course, get penalized for that. And they're, of course, running no huddle here, trying to make sure we don't get our right and correct personnel. Nice run here. As we see Kemp gets this one here, and he's going to find his way just short of the first down. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So nice hustle there from him. He's going to take a breather, and they'll have their other back. Running back here. Dilworth going to call his own number instead. He's going to try to run this one in there, but he is going to be stopped in the backfield. As we'll see what they'll do here on 2nd and goal. Pass there. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown as Metals gets in there. Touchdown, Rebels. As Austin Metals there gets in there. And that is going to be a first touchdown of the day here for the Rebels, as they now tied up, now 7 apiece. So this will not be a shutout of any kind. Rebels are going to make sure they get on the board here early, and they're going to hope it's going to be often. As Ivies here runs this one there, that's going to be a carry there for him, and still get a few yards on the carry. As we'll see now, 2nd and 1 coming up. We'll get a nice little scamper up the middle, as of course halfback gets there on time. Johnson is. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be a nice little slant pass there for Key, as he'll get enough there for the first down. Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Tying it up right now, 7 apiece. As Raiola here has a man in motion. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson looking for that block. And oh my goodness, we just could have got that one block there. We could have been gone. That is how the first quarter is going to end here. It's a 7-7 ball game here at Memorial Stadium here in Lincoln. As now we'll start the second quarter. 1st and 10. Ball D just inside the Rebels 40. Get another first down there. A nice reception. As Raiola here. Now it's a quick pass there. Throws this one to Hunter. Hunter does a little spin move, and he's going to get down to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a new set of downs here for Raiola, and the offense of the Cornhuskers makes it now a 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson go on the outside there. Jackson spin move. Going to spin his way, and he's going to get a gain of 9. Or actually 8 on that carry. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Raiola looking down the field here. Finds his target. Finds Key, and he's going to get him into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Key gets his 4th touchdown of the season. As that is a nice play there. Great play calling, getting themselves into the end zone. And that's going to take us now with the lead here. 8 plays, 76 yards on that drive. Makes it 14-0 here. As we'll see the Rebels back on the field here. 1st and 10. Hand off, and halfback is going to quickly be stopped. There at the 12-yard line. Another quick pass there. We'll see what they'll try to do here on this 3rd and 4. Back going to drop back here. He's going to become a receiver. And Dilworth is going to be brought down there. Nice play there from the defense as they're able to get to him and have him suffer there. As that's going to be a loss of 3. That's going to make it back now to a 4th and 10 as Watson Trent does a great job there. Getting double teamed and then be able to go around the body of that blocker and grab the quarterback and cause him to fall down. Actually, more or less have this blocker trip him up as he's trying to go up the field. We'll see Markway here has the football there. He'll get a nice reception of about 13 on that play. Gets a new set of downs here for the Cornhuskers as Raiola drops back deep in the pocket here, going up, throwing this one up there. That's going to be Barney. Barney Jr. trying to get there. He's going to get inside the 5 as he was trying to fight for that extra yardage to get himself in the end zone. But regardless, that's a big play there receiving-wise. As you see the fans really getting into this one here. So now we'll see with a 1-possession lead here. We'll see what we can do here on this 1st and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line of the Rebels. As Raiola here hands off to Johnson. Johnson get around that block, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As that's going to be touchdown number 1 here for Johnson. His 3rd of the season. Fireworks going off here as the Cornhuskers now take a 2-possession lead here in the game. And nice run here. Nice finish there for the offense. Doing a great job with the ground game here with Johnson as he's going to get him to find himself there. And, of course, Johnson talked about going into this game here. He would like to have a 100-yard game. He's came up short here now last week against Wisconsin. And he feels this week is going to be his week here, especially against this FCS squad. As you see a quick pass there. That's going to be completed. Nice throw there as they find. Looks like Tryron there on that play. As Dilworth here now trying to scamper out of the backfield there. He's going to get caught there. Nice tackle there on his leg. Can't really move there if you don't have your legs underneath you, as they'll make a run there. So now Dilworth here, 3rd and 10. Look in there to the far left. Goes up, throws this one up, and the receiver cannot come back down with it, as it's going to be an incomplete pass to Ruth. And it'll be now a punt situation there for the Rebels. As we jump to our next play, and a nice completion there to Key. 2nd and 2 coming up. Raiola looking to see what he can do here. They're going to go back to the running game here, and Johnson going down the sideline here. Johnson finally pulled down there as Higgins gets the hold of him, brings him down, but that's going to be enough there to move the chains. 1st and 10 here for the Cornhuskers, as they're again tempting the Rebels here in this situation of getting another score, as Johnson is stuffed in the backfield there. Loss of 3 on the play. We'll see how they'll go here on 2nd and 13. They're going to go the passing route here. Raiola rolls out to the right-hand side, looking down the field here. Can't find nobody. Calls for a block, gets it, goes down the field and gets pushed out of bounds. And he gets pushed out of bounds near the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cornhuskers. Huskers looking now to try to make it a 3-possession lead. And we'll see a handoff there. That's going to be a short carry for a few yards. 2nd down coming up here. Last time they were the ground game. Helped out, got into the end zone. There you see Markway gets a catch. Inching closer now to the end zone. Ball's on the 3-yard line. We'll see what they'll call here. It looks like there's going to be a pass. Pass up the middle there. And oh, look at that. Great job there. Finds Key. And that's another touchdown there for the Cornhuskers. That is touchdown number 5 for Key this season. His 2nd of today. And the fans are loving it, as the Huskers Nation going wild here. The Sea of Red, as we like to call it here in the stadium, shows their love and support for this young man as he's able to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as we have another record-breaking sellout here in Lincoln. As we'll see a handoff there. That is going to be stopped as Tubbs does not go too much. Actually, he loses a yard there on that play. Again, they toss to him, and that time he loses even 4 more yards for the pass. We'll see what they'll do here on 3rd and 15, and they're going to be told stop as the 2-minute warning is approaching. So ball now on the 20-yard line. 3rd and 15. They got to get this ball near the 35-yard line to get the 1st down. Drop back here, tossed up there. That's going to be caught. They're going to get the 1st down. And I don't know where the Cornhuskers were at on that play, as the receiver there makes a nice catch for that play. As we'll see what's next for these guys, as we'll see Dilworth throw a screen pass. That's going to be a reception there as Kemp gets to it, as they go ahead and go no huddle once again. So Kemp made that catch to get the big first down. He's doing it. He's trying to do it here again. And no, they're going to actually throw it here to another receiver. That's going to be Tryon as he gets the first down. Again, they're not letting us make substitutions here. They're trying to keep us on the field here, trying to wear us down. See now on another first down. Dilworth here drops back. Nice quick pass there. That's going to be met. And that's going to help them, again, move the ball as they're trying to get closer to move the chains once again. 2nd and 4. And we'll see a play action. This time, Judy reads it very well and gets a hold of Dillsworth. And that'll be a nice sack there. Dillsworth now here. Screen pass there. Throws that one there. And that is going to go to Kemp. And they'll be forced to punt. So no such luck on that drive there. The Cornhuskers did a great job there of playing some really good defense, even though they were put through the ringer there on that no huddle on that drive for the most part. Raiola here throwing up the middle there. That's a big play there. That's Bonner. Bonner gets all the way down the field here, and that's a huge first down for Bonner. And that's a big gain for these Cornhuskers as they're approaching now to try to put up another 6 points on the board. Raiola passes there to his tight end. Gets this one inside the 20. They're going to mark that ball somewhere around the 17-yard line. Raiola hits, and he throws this one right on the money there to Hunter. Touchdown. As that is Hunter's first touchdown reception of the day. His second of the season. And the Cornhuskers lead it now, soon to be 35-0 here at Memorial Stadium. As the crowd is loving this here, and like I said, we are definitely going to be going to Blowout-ville here as the Rebels have playing very confident early on. Felt like this game was going to be a kind of a really close, maybe not necessarily high-scoring game, but a really defensive battle on the field here. And so far, that has gone to the wayside here. And take a look at the numbers there from Johnson. So far, 60 yards on 10 carries, and 1 rushing touchdown there for him. He is the player spotlight here in this game. And so far, everybody is playing very well. Defense doing a great job here, getting to Dillsworth of the Rebels. And, of course, putting some good hits on them. Of course, the Rebels take advantage of the no huddle as they're really trying to make sure they can wear down, which has been working for the most part here. But at the same time, Cornhuskers getting very wise of that. You think teams should not be running, especially against a guy like Coach Bonds, who, respectively does not like it when you do that. But hey, if you want to go do that, then fine, we'll step it up too. There's a fumble, but it's going to be recovered there by the Rebels as they'll maintain control of it. Tubbs jumps on top of that ball for them. It's going to be a 3rd and 18 coming up as Judy caused a little trouble down there in the trenches. And, of course, that's going to force the ball to be popped out of the hands of Dillsworth. But they will maintain possession of it. But the booth wants to take a review here and see, oh yeah, he might be down. Let's see if he dropped the ball before he fell on his butt. Yeah, okay, he did fall. He fell first. So there, but regardless, they keep maintaining, the possession of the ball because they did recover it. But I guess where it's spot at is going to be different. 3rd and 16 coming up. Ball there at near the 25, or 24 or 23 yard line. Ball is going to be incomplete, and they'll be forced to punt. Nice play there from the defense, stopping that. As we get the ball back on our own 40-yard line after a nice return. Looking for this block here. Ivy going down the field here. He could be getting his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. He does. Nice stiff arm. He's going to find himself into the end zone. Touchdown. The Nebraska Cornhuskers. I stopped myself there. Yes, I am still playing the High on Scotty's series, wrapping that series up as well. So that's what happens when you procrastinate trying to finish a series while the new game's already out and trying to get content out for it. So the Cornhuskers lead at 42-7. Nice stop there in the backfield as they put a punishing hit there on the halfback. We'll see 2nd and 13 coming up. And a quick pass there. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be just short of the first down. About caught by Tryon on that play. We'll see 3rd and 1 coming up. And we'll see here what Tubbs can do. And he's going to get a first down there as he navigates his way through all that craziness there near the line. 1st and 10. And Dillsworth here going to call his own number instead. Spin moves there, and that didn't work as the defender's right there to grab him and bring him down. 2nd and 9 coming up as we'll see the halfback here. That'll be, of course, Kemp on that play, trying to get up the field. 3rd and 8. Dillsworth sees something in the defense, and, well, he didn't see that because that's a nice sack there from Wright. I believe that's Javon Wright making that play as the Cornhuskers Will linebacker comes in there and does a great job there, busting through that line, nobody watching him, line unprotected, and he gets there for the sack. 1st and 10 after that after the punt, as we'll see a catch there from our 2nd string tight end there on that play. He's able to get a first down. We'll see what we can do here on 1st and 10. Ball there on their 42-yard line. Raiola here sees a chance now to go down the field here. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to get out of bounds as he's stopped at the 15-yard line as he has a nice first down there for the Cornhuskers. Cornhuskers, of course, trying to keep this drive alive here. Good job there for the quarterback as he was willing to take a hit but realized that he can just go out of bounds. We'll see what they can do here on this 3rd and 1. Ball's placed at the 5-yard line. Handoff here, and Johnson getting stuck right there as he'll get a gain of 4 yards on that play. We'll see now here, 4th and 1. We'll see what they'll do here. They're going to go for it here as they'll hand off there to Johnson. Johnson, nice stiff arm there, but he gets rocked. Able to hold on to the football, but they do get the first down. So you can tell he is getting very confident with his play right now, as he did a great job of stiff arming. He is going to find his way into the end zone again. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as Johnson gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. Nice job there from him, as that's going to be his 4th of the season. The Cornhuskers are going to be taking another extension on this lead here. As they're up by now. Up by, 7 possessions here now. 49-7. 3rd and 29 coming up here, 1st and 10. And we'll see a handoff there, as that's going to be Tubbs. Tubbs finds his way to the first down marker at the 37, as he is stopped there. Under 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Dillsworth here drops back. He's going to toss this one over there to his tight end, and that'll be a Bill on that catch as he gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Dillsworth here running, and he is not going to go too far as he's going to get sacked again. 5th sack of the game here for the Cornhuskers. As Dillsworth here just telling his line, guys, you got to clean it up here. I know we're down by several, but we still got to be playing like it's still net, 0-0. And he's going to get met up again. This time, Judy gets a hold of him. That's sack number 6 now here on the Rebels quarterback, as he is definitely wanting this night to end here. Has not been a good night here for this offense. They scored there in the 1st quarter very well, marched down the field there quickly, but then all of a sudden they just cannot handle this defense of the Cornhuskers, as Johnson there gets a small run. We'll jump now to a 2nd and 10. And again, Johnson getting another carry there for himself as he gets a gain of 7 on the play. Final 22 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 49-7. As Raiola here drops back, throws this one up the middle there. That's going to go to Hunter. Hunter taking this one down the field here. It's going to be pretty much a track meet here, and he's going to win this one as that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As I believe that is Hunter's second of the day here. If I'm not, yeah, I'm not for sure. I've lost track now here as he gets another touchdown. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As, yeah, mighty Cornhuskers really doing a good job. I think this is his second, yeah, if I remember correctly. This is his second of the day. I think this is his third of the season, as he is well over 100 yards for the day here. And definitely stepping up here, showing how he can have a great game here. As that was 3 plays, 64 yards. This is about less than a minute and a half on that drive. 5 seconds left here. Dillsworth throws that one. That's going to be caught, but it's not going to go anywhere there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage on that play. So after 3 quarters, it is 56-7. Coach Bonds, of course, put a couple of backups in here in the second, or in the third quarter, or in the fourth quarter here. Might see Raiola, might pass a couple stats here for a couple guys tonight, but for the most part here, I imagine he'll start putting some backups in here for them to get some playing time, maybe possibly. So see a pass there. That's going to be completed, as that's going to be a nice catch there. Get a few yards on that play. We'll jump down to a 3rd and 3. And we'll see a handoff. And Tubbs running this one here and does a great job. Good blocking there from the Rebels, as they'll get him enough there to get the first down. Man in motion. That'll be Bill. As we'll see a play action. Whoa. Judy comes in there hot on Dillsworth. And Dillsworth has to get rid of there quickly. 2nd and 10 coming up now here. Just under 10 minutes. Handoff there to Tubbs. Tubbs is going to run this one as he gets to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Crucial 3rd down. Even though they're out of reach of getting back in this ball game here, but they gotta treat this as a competitive match. As Singletary here gets a nice stop, and he looks like he is. Now he's showing he's a little hurt, so he'll have to come off the field there. That's a quick. They do a quick 3 and out. They punt the ball to us. As we get the ball near our own 20, inside our own 20 there. We'll see if the Cornhuskers can, of course, move the ball down the field, as they do have a couple of backups as well in the game, trying to give some of the younger classmen a chance to try to go out here and perform, and of course, try to keep a few more reps out here for our first stringers. Raiola here drops back in the pocket. Raiola throws this one up there. That's going to be caught by Key, as he gets a nice catch there. Over 350 yards now for Raiola. As we get down to a 1st and 10. Toss over to Johnson. Johnson going to run this one. Nice spin move there. Getting down the field here, and he is motoring down. As that's a big run there for him. 20 carries. 102 yards for the day here. He might be pretty much done here, as we'll probably get more reps here to Ivies here at some point. Ivies is out there now, as we'll see a 1st and 10. Throw there to Key as he gets a catch, and Key is getting close to, he's actually just eclipsed 100 yards for the day receiving. Raiola there, passes there, and that'll be a catch there to Markway. 1st and 10 here, just about 5:50 left. Raiola drops back deep in the pocket there. The ball is thrown there. That goes to Key, and Key's going to get out of bounds as he was trying to get to the end zone there. But he is going to be there at running out of the 3-yard line. I don't know what that was all about, but Raiola here has it. And they're, of course, trying to get him in there. Maybe try to get him on the board there. As there's less than 5 minutes here. Raiola again calls his number there. Looking for the block. Almost had one, but not a really good one there. So he called his number again, getting a few yards. We'll see what they'll do here on 3rd and goal. He's going to hold on to the football here as well. He's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As Raiola showing off his dance moves in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As they are now putting up a 60 spot on these boys. Had a 50 burger. Now they're putting a 60 spot on them. As you see here, nice finish there as the quarterback wants to get in there as well and celebrate. As that's 11 plays, 68 yards, taking about almost 5 minutes off of that drive. 1st and 10, as you see the Rebels here trying to stay in bounds here and, of course, move up the field. 2nd and 9. Ball at their own 25. We'll see the Rebels here. Quarterback is going to be taken down again. That's going to be sack number 7. As the Coach Bond's not letting go here. He's definitely coming at these boys defensively. As we'll see now, 3rd and 17. Drop back. See what Dillsworth can do. That ball's going to be tipped away. As we almost had hands on that one there, but good job there from the defense. We'll see now we get the ball on their own 42-yard line after a horrible punt. Ivy's here running this one here, stiff arm, and he's going to be brought there at near the 26 for the 1st down. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson run up the middle there, has nothing but open space, and gets a nice run there for the 1st. We're at the 2-minute warning. And Raiola hands off to Ivy's. Ivy's here, runs this one here, stiffs arms, and finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That is Ivy's 3rd rushing touchdown of the day, if I'm not mistaken. His 5th for the season as he makes his way into the end zone. Nice run. Great blocking. 3 plays, 42 yards on that drive. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Rebels. As again, they're trying to run the offense here. As now we'll see a 2nd and 13 and a nice run. He'll come up short. Just less than a minute left here. And the Cornhuskers here are making a nice stop. As now we'll get the ball back here. We'll run this one out quickly. As we'll see Hunter gets the catch. And he'll get that one there. Hunter, he's going to end the day with 6 receptions, over 115 yards for the day. We'll see his final numbers here in a bit. But the final ticks here now as Raiola still out here. Throwing this one up there. Throwing that one to Key. Key taking this one here. Can he take this one to the house? He does. Touchdown. Dane Key. As he gets his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. And that is going to be it as the Cornhuskers win this one here. They only let us kick an extra point there. 76-7 is your final. As we were, I will say officially, we beat them by 70. Even though I know it's only 69. Giggity. But, you know, come on. You got to let us kick our field goal. It's only right. But yeah, that's the final, and a good win here from the home team and the home crowd, I should say, here in Lincoln. Nice victory there for our boys as we, of course, prepare ourselves for a tough game coming up next week as we get ready to, I believe we're heading out to Eugene for that game against the Oregon Ducks. So you know it's not going to be too pretty playing the Duckies. And of course, they have several outfits they can wear in that game. We'll have to see which ones they're in. But for the most part here, this was a good game. A good way to warm up to now we'll officially be in the Big Ten games. We already had one Big Ten game already played, but now we're officially playing Big Ten conference play. And yeah, this is a good way kind of prepare ourselves, kind of relax on the field, and just get ready for some good old-fashioned tough football coming up. Johnson finished the day there, 21 carries, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Raiola, 23 of 30, 403, 5 touchdowns in the game. He has now 16 touchdowns for the season here. With those 5 there he added. Key, 8 catches, 112 yards, 3 touchdowns. He has now a total of 6 touchdowns for the season. As for Barney, 2 receptions, 42 yards. Hunter had a big day there. 6 catches, 130 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He has now a total of 3 for the season. And Markway, 4 catches, 36 yards. No touchdowns for him. And Bonner had a catch there for 53. As for the defensive side of things, you'll see here in just a bit. Good day for us defensively. We had 2 guys that had double figures in tackling. That'll be Wright and Shavers. Wright had Javon Wright had 13 tackles, 6 TFLs, and a sack. Shavers had 11 tackles, 2 TFLs in the game. Watson Trent had 7 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Judy had 3 sacks, 5 TFLs, and 6 tackles in the game. No interceptions for anybody, but like I said, we had a lot of sacks. Davis had a tackle, TFL, and a sack. And Singleton had 5 tackles and a TFL in the game here today. So, great performance for our boys, and did a great job. Take a look at some of the numbers here from Dilworth. 18 of 25, 109. 1 touchdown there from him. Of course, he was just getting smacked around constantly in that backfield there. Tubbs, 10 carries for 35. Kemp, 5 carries for 43. Flowers, 1 carry for 6. So we did a good job there keeping that, running game. Of course, they did get us on that opening drive of theirs. Either the open, maybe it was the second drive. Going down the field, Meadows there got a touchdown there for himself. So that's the, unfortunately we didn't get the shutout that I was kind of hoping for. But nonetheless, were able to find a way to score, and they did so on us. But yeah, for the most part here, we did a great job playing all facets of the game. And just really did a good job there of accumulating big drives, keeping their defense on the field, wearing them down, always asking themselves, okay, what's the next play? What are they going to do next? And look, Nick Swoop from Alabama, Millbrook, Alabama, 2-star has now officially committed to us. Nice. So that's our second commit that we've gotten now here in 4 weeks. As we'll see here, Wright, he's our player of the week here in the Big Ten. Nice job there, defensive player of the week. Congrats to him on that. And of course, we get ready for this big game coming up here. We are now officially ranked. We are now 25th in the nation, and we got a big game against number 6, Oregon Ducks. A win against the Ducks this coming game here would be huge for us. That would definitely catapult us up in the top 25. I would say we'll probably be somewhere getting close, maybe near the top 15, even inside the top 15 with a nice win here. We're not looking for a big victory, just looking to come in there, get a win, and get out of there and get up closer in the top 25. Remember, the top 12 teams get in. You get an automatic bid if you win your conference title, and we're part of the Power 5. So if we can, continue playing well, get to the Big Ten championship, we got a chance to be in the playoffs here, and maybe even if we can play even better, even really good, we can get that first round bye. But that's further down the line here. We'll worry about that later. But right now, this game here against the Oregon Ducks is going to be huge for us. They're currently 3-0, overall. Have not played a conference game yet. We've got one underneath our belt so far. We're 4-0, and we're finally ranked in the top 25. So I cannot wait to see what we can do against the Oregon Ducks, as all eyes will be on this game for sure coming up in the next episode. So we'll see what Coach Teddy Bonds and the Cornhuskers can do as they got their first top 25 ranking here this season. We'll see if we can hold on to it and kind of propel ourselves up higher with a game like this. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit that subscription button if you are new. And of course, also of course share the video, put it on your social media, let people know about the series and the channel. And don't forget to check out our second channel here. As like I said earlier, we do have another. We have a second channel. It covers a lot of simming franchises, also player career modes with individual players, and that is ESGNet plus LP, as well as some other non sports related stuff on that channel as well. So definitely go check it out, as we do have a series with the Road to Glory this year with PJ Shiloh over there. So definitely go check it out. But that's it for me. Get ready for week 5, Husker Nation, as we get ready to try to see if we can pluck these ducks out of the air. As always, guys, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.